Last night on MasterChef Australia,
An absolute winner in any restaurant.
Billy and Shannon shone through in a tinned and frozen food challenge. But Andrew
That mousse is ghastly.
and Kumar
Don't like it.
failed to impress. Tonight, they face elimination.
Your job is to fix that dish.
It's an intriguing battle of tactics.
Huge difference in the boys' strategies.
Their techniques surprise everyone.
Gobsmacked.
It doesn't feel like they're approaching it in the right manner.
Bamboozled.
No one seems to know what they're doing.
Discombobulated.
But in the end, one will be going home.
It's such a close competition again.
I guess I just have to accept what's happening today. I hate the idea of being eliminated, but I can't go in with a bad attitude that I'm gonna fail. I have to be fighting strong, fighting fit. I used to be a bus driver. About 6 years ago, I went through a major workplace accident, which crushed my soul. After a long time, lots of counselling and lots of love from my wife, I became a youth worker. Come on in, guys. Being around the kids is very trying sometimes, but seeing people learn, seeing people develop is great. My vision for the future is to own a restaurant that trains and supports disadvantaged kids.
I entered MasterChef because I wanted to show my family, particularly my children, that it's possible to do anything at any time and not be afraid of accepting a challenge at any time of your life.
How do you understand?
They're going well, I think. They seem to be happy. This will be my 4th elimination round. I actually am getting used to it. I'm okay about it, really.
You are, we're not.
Cheer up, it's going to be all right.
It's going to be okay.
I was born in Sri Lanka. I then lived in England and Hong Kong, and I now call Australia home. I've acquired a wealth of experience throughout my life living in different countries. My food dream is to have a residential cooking school somewhere in the country and take people through the journey that I've been on.
It's a bit of a somber mood this morning. You know, someone's not coming home. But Billy and Shannon, they're lucky enough to be heading off to a reward lunch and masterclass.
Billy, it's time to go.
Oh.
Today is the day of my reward, so it's going to be a really bittersweet day for me because Andrew's like my big brother in the house. If Andrew goes, I'm sort of going to be left by myself quite a lot.
How's that dress going to go on a helicopter?
I'll manage.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Have fun, guys. I'm going to make a discerned effort to enjoy my reward.
I want to stay today. I really want to stay. If I went home today, I would be disappointed because I don't think I've showed as much as I would have liked to have shown of myself or my cooking style.
I'm not ready to go home today, but if I do, I've started something big. MasterChef has taught me so much about myself. It's made me a stronger person, a stronger cook.
Something's clicked within me and I just feel really on top of the world. I just feel so prepared and I've never felt better.
Kumar's a great friend, but if it comes down to him or me leaving, it's Kumar that has to go.
Seeing Kumar and Andrew walk into the kitchen in their black aprons, it's not really a strange sight. They're now seasoned veterans of the elimination ring, and it's going to be a pretty tough fight between the two of them. They're both pretty determined and pretty hard-working guys.
Andrew, Kumar, you're standing here today because in the tinned and frozen challenge yesterday, you failed to match the standard set by your MasterChef peers. And now we have to decide which one of you stays.
I can't believe how fate can change things. A few days ago, I was enjoying a Margaret River reward, and now I'm facing elimination again, and Shannon and Billy are enjoying their reward lunch. I'd much rather be there with them instead.
Helicopter!
How exciting!
I've never been in one.
Oh, you're gonna love it. It's fantastic.
Oh.
How exciting! I can't wait to take off.
Billy and I were helicoptering over the Central Coast and watching waves break near the cliff faces. It was just the most beautiful view and the most beautiful experience. I couldn't think of anyone better to share it with.
That's the restaurant there.
It's so pretty.
I know, it's been amazing.
As we descend upon the grounds of Bells at Kilcare, I see a happy, smiling little person, and I realise Stefano Manfredi waving at us.
Hello.
Hey, Shannon.
Mwah.
Billy.
Hey.
I've been to Bells at Kilcare numerous times, and I've met Stefano once. He is the godfather of Italian cuisine.
Congratulations on winning the challenge, guys.
Thank you.
Do you want to see the garden?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
First thing we do today with Stefano is to pick some vegetables from his garden patches, and we're going to use all those produce today for the masterclass.
Now, as a chef, the best produce you can get is the freshest. So that's why we have this garden.
Stefano is an incredible mentor. He's very, very tactile. He wants you to get your nose in things and touch things and taste things, and he genuinely wants me to feel the excitement that he's feeling for the produce.
Oh, that's a beauty. That's the best one so far. What do you say we go and cook?
Sounds great. Can't wait to see the kitchen.
Chop it up nicely.
Today, Stefano's teaching us to make spinach gnocchi with a parmesan and burnt butter sauce.
It's an unusual gnocchi in that it doesn't use potatoes. It's a lot lighter because of the ricotta, and it's a feature of my part of Italy. I'll make one, and I want you guys to make them all the same size.
Stefano was kind enough to really include Billy and I, rolling out the beautiful little balls and making sure they're all exactly the same size because we want to impress the chef.
And that's it, just like my mother used to make.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Billy and Shannon, it's been a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. Buon appetito.
As I'm having my lunch, I'm really aware that Andrew is facing an elimination today, and I just wonder what he's going through.
Gentlemen, the two of you now face a head-to-head battle to see which one of you will stay in the competition and who'll go home. Today, your fate centers on one dish.
This is a make or break dish. Can you smell anything?
There are some smells that I really don't get. I can't really place what's in the dish, so I find it a little bit daunting.
It smells like something I've made, but I can't put my finger on it.
It's familiar, but I don't really know.
It is permeating the room.
It smells quite meaty, like a stew or something quite rich.
Keep going.
It's definitely garlic and some curry sort of flavours there.
It's not a pilau, is it?
Kumar looks hilarious. His nose is pushing forward and he's sniffing the air. Until I realised I'm doing exactly the same thing. Some star anise. I think we both look like complete dorks out there, just sniffing.
I think maybe it's time to put you out of your misery. The dish is... This is a make or break dish. Can you smell anything?
Today, Kumar and Andrew face an elimination, and whoever produces the worst dish will be going home.
Everybody's eaten one of these. Massaman curry. This is not a great rendition. In fact, it's a really bad Massaman curry. Your job today is to fix that dish.
Sure. Kumar, have you ever made a Massaman before?
I've never done it before, no. I've tasted some, but I don't do it by choice.
I think they're both familiar with making curries. Kumar would be good at a Massaman curry, but Kumar hasn't made a Massaman curry before, so I'm a little bit worried.
Andrew?
I cook it at home fairly often.
Oh.
I wasn't sure how Andrew was going to go with this particular challenge, but when I hear him say that he makes Massaman curry all the time, I think, OK, the challenge is on. This is going to be a real battle.
I think I can fix things if it's something that I'm familiar with, yes.
I'm confident about my own skills in this area, but with Kumar, I'm very uncertain.
Do you make your paste from scratch?
Yes.
Ooh.
This Massaman curry doesn't even resemble what it's supposed to be. It's just a soupy, horrible mess.
And dig in and see if you can pick out the flavours you need to improve.
It's probably one of the worst things I've ever tasted in my life. And I didn't know you can even make a curry this bad.
Got no taste.
Dear God.
Got nothing in it.
Dear God.
It tastes chilly, it's thin, it's got no body. There's a hint of spice behind it, but it's like slop water.
Kumar, what do you think you can improve in that dish?
Oh,
Are you
Lord.
gonna try and...
Lord. The meat is tough as old boots. It's horrible. I'm disgusted by it. It's pretty hard to fix it because I really don't know what goes into it.
Gentlemen, in order to help you fix that dish, we provided you with some spectacular ingredients. Herbs, spices, an array of starchy vegetables, fruit, condiments, nuts. Everything you need to turn that dodgy Massaman curry into something beautiful and representative of how good a Massaman can be.
What we're looking for, ultimately, is the tastiest dish, but it has to have the essentials of a good Massaman curry. Think about what they are.
With curries, it's all about starting off the base. The base has already been made. It's going to be a very smart cook that gets the flavours through this Massaman today.
Here are the rules. You will have 8 individual steps to fix that dish. You can add just 1 ingredient per step, and this is important. Once you've used an ingredient, you cannot use it again. You have a maximum of 10 minutes for each of your steps. You'll each take turns to fix your dish.
And Matt and I will decide who's cooked the best dish, and therefore who stays and who goes.
This is probably the worst situation I could be in. I'm going up against Kumar, who has years and lots of world experience in spicy food, and doing a curry against him, it's going to be difficult.
I'm slightly terrified. I'm racking my brains to try to think of what it should look like and what it should taste like.
Right, you've got your 2 beautiful portions of insipid, yucky Massaman curry. Off to your stations, and let's get ready to cook.
It worries me cooking against Andrew because he has done this dish before, but I've got enough knowledge about the cuisines to draw on those experiences, and that's what I'm hoping to do.
I just have to beat Kumar. I have to cook better than him and make a better curry than he does.
Kumar actually won the toss and was allowed to go first.
Kumar, your first step starts now.
It doesn't worry me going first because I'm in a good state of mind. I'm sure we'll be watching each other's choices. I decided to go with cashew nuts.
Look, he's getting cashew nuts. That's
Why would you do that first?
To me, cashews aren't really that much of a curry dish. I'm thinking that's a bit of a weird choice.
I'm assuming he wants to get some of that creamy thickness you might get in the korma.
Okay.
I'm more familiar with using cashew nuts as a thickening agent. I enlarge the flame in the stovetop. I'm trying to cook the meat, which needs more cooking. I decide to braise the meat on a low heat and in the process tenderize it.
So Kumar, that's your first process out the way. You don't want to add it to your sauce?
No, I'm doing that later.
Okay.
I'm kind of questioning if Kumar has this plan figured out. It seems to me that getting the cashew nuts and not adding them to the sauce at the same time is a bit of a wasted step.
I have a fair idea of what should go into it, but I don't want to reveal it right at the beginning.
We call Kumar the panther. You'll never know when he'll pounce.
Andrew, let's get on to your first step then. Sure.
I'm just going through my head various spices that have to go in there. I'm thinking turmeric, I'm thinking coriander.
So what's he going?
Turmeric.
When Andrew grabs the turmeric, I'm a bit lost on that one. I think he's grabbed the wrong thing. I think my first move would have been potato. It's got to get cooked.
Andrew, what step have you decided to do?
I'm going to separate the stock, reduce that with the turmeric in there, just get to more colour and more flavour.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have chosen turmeric as my first point of call. The curry looks like it's got enough colour already, and I know that turmeric doesn't have a lot of flavour.
Andrew, is that your first step done and dusted?
That's my first step completed.
Kumar, now's your second step.
Shallots, Gary.
Kumar reaches for shallots, and I think this is a really good idea. And all he does is put them in the blitzer and process them to a paste. And then he rests. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't add it to the sauce. Again, this tells Andrew nothing.
Kumar, what have you done for your second step?
I've just chopped up some shallots.
The cards are very close to your chest.
Kumar hasn't added anything to his curry, so I've no idea what he's up to yet.
My biggest worry for Andrew is that he has his meat sitting off to the side and it's not in braising in the curry to tenderise. And it will taste just as chewy as when he first tastes it if he doesn't get it in there soon.
We're both going in very different directions. Before I add the meat, I wanted to get the flavour into the sauce.
Let's get you stuck into your second process, Andrew.
Sure.
Ginger's my favourite thing to use in a curry. There's galangal there, but I actually don't like the stuff. I think it's too bland. It doesn't have enough flavour.
Why ginger?
Oh, I just want that little bit more heat that ginger can give, just the pungency, the aroma.
Smart move, do you think, on Andrew's part?
I guess he's got his way, I've got another way, so I would have used galangal.
Interesting.
It's used a lot in Thai cuisine. It's got a different flavour to ginger, and I prefer to use it. So.
And now you're getting in Andrew's head. That's what we want to see.
Kumar, ready for your third step?
Yes.
Let's crack in.
Today's challenge is a Fix That Dish elimination. And Andrew and Kumar both have 8 steps to fix a Massaman curry, and whoever's least successful will be going home.
Step 3. I grab the galangal.
I feel a curry paste coming on.
I've decided to make a paste to build up the flavours.
Clever.
I peel it, chop it up, and then I put it in the food processor to break it down even more.
Both Kumar and Andrew are holding their cards really close to their chests, which is a smart decision.
And what are you going to do with that galangal?
Chop it up and then put it in the processor with the onions.
We can see your strategy starting to play itself out now.
It's building up.
Andrew, what do you think of Kumar's pick?
I'm starting to think he's taking a bit too much time getting stuff into the sauce just to get the flavour out.
After a couple of steps, you can already see the huge difference in the boys' strategies. Kumar's just letting his sauce tick over and preparing a base flavouring on the side, whereas Andrew's drained his meat off and is just reducing his sauce.
You want to get as much flavour as possible coming out. I'm doing it early. I don't know if he's going to do it too late or not.
Still confident?
Yeah, very.
right, Andrew, let's go on your third step.
My third step is I get a few shallots.
Shallots. Gary. Andrew, what are you doing and why?
Just chopping up some shallots. I want to get some sweetness into the sauce. I don't want to use garlic. I think that could be a bit too overpowering.
I get a few shallots, peel them, slice them really finely, and chuck them straight into the sauce. I wanted to add some natural sweetness.
Well, that's an interesting move, isn't it?
It's a really interesting move.
The danger is that if you want the sweetness from the shallots, they either need a very, very long time cooking in that sauce, or they should be cooked separately and extract that sweetness first before they even go near that curry sauce.
I think that's a mistake. They're not going to cook, they're going to be raw. He needed to fry them off and then decant the liquid into the fry pan, and that would have been perfect, but he's missed that.
Kumar?
I'm ready for my next step.
Tell us
fried off the shallots and the galangal. Okay. I'm just going to add some coriander root to it.
Off you go. Let's go. Fourth step. Kumar's really moving it now.
Yeah, isn't it just?
Yeah.
David Thompson would approve.
Yeah.
Coriander root, not coriander leaf. Very traditional.
I'm starting to feel a little bit of hope in what Kumar's doing. He's leaving things pretty late in his cooking. 4 steps in, Kumar hasn't added anything to his curry sauce. I'm feeling great.
Two very different techniques are happening at the moment. Either one of them could end up being right.
This is a very complex curry, and actually to fix this dish in 8 steps takes a lot of thought.
Andrew has made massaman several times before, so he kind of has a far better grip on where he's going. And I know that Kumar doesn't like that type of Thai curry. With this kind of challenge, it's all about how it comes together in the end.
It is.
Andrew, time to start your 4th step.
Sure.
4th stage, I get coriander root, same ingredient as Kumar.
It might look like Andrew's copied Kumar, but I just think coriander's a very important spice in a curry.
Andrew seems to be trying to infuse a liquid with flavour, whilst Kumar is frying off a paste to make the flavour in the curry. It doesn't feel like anybody's approaching it in the right manner. My strategy would be to look for the easily identifiable things, such as the potato, the peanuts, and then work on the base flavours.
Gobsmacked, bamboozled, discombobulated. Neither Kumar nor Andrew have added coconut milk, potato, or peanuts to the massaman curry.
That's what a massaman curry is.
It's quite agonising. It's kind of, no one seems to know what they're doing.
Gentlemen, 4 steps down, 4 to go. Have you made the right choices so far?
The challenge today is fix that dish. Each contestant have the opportunity to put 8 different ingredients in the dish and have 10 minutes per ingredient to really make that a proper massaman curry.
Neither of them have potatoes.
Or peanuts. Potato is one of the core ingredients from a massaman curry. It's looking like they're skimming over that.
Flavours are developing in my sauce. Time to soften the meat in all that sauce and carry the flavour through. Probably should have added the meat probably a couple of stages early. I'm hoping I haven't left it too late.
Andrew's finally got his meat on to cook in his sauce. He wanted to get his flavours right, but I'm a little bit worried that he's waited too long and his meat will still be a bit tough.
How's it looking?
Good, good, good. Some good flavours there.
Yeah.
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 Once I've fried off the root with the galangal and onion, I add the cashew nuts to it and then add that whole mixture into the curry.
Kumar, I am very curious to see where you're up to. So you're giving the impression to Andrew you've never cooked massaman curry before.
I haven't, but I know what it involves, so.
Another little taste.
I'm really pleased with how it's turned out because it's thickened up instantly And when I taste it, I can start tasting the flavours coming out.
Kumar, you ready for step 5?
Yes.
I think that if one of them puts potato into this dish now, that's definitely going to earn them brownie points.
In Thai cuisine, there's sweet, salty, and sourness. I decided to go with lime as my souring agent.
So going lime, we're going acidity.
I really think it's too early to add lime juice. I know that if you cook lime juice off too much, 1, you lose the freshness, and 2, it can become quite bitter. It's a bit concerning.
Why have you picked limes?
It needs a touch of sourness.
I'd probably save it to the end. I'd like to get the sweetness and saltiness in first.
Andrew, time for your 5th step.
Sure. Chosen some palm sugar. I'm going to get some sweetness into the dish.
Kumar, you can start your 6th step.
I've grabbed palm sugar. It's quite essential to have an equal balance of sweet and sour, and then that's counterbalanced by the saltiness which comes later.
Both these guys have only got a couple of steps left.
Yeah.
Still no potato in there.
Yeah.
Still no extra coconut milk. Still no peanuts. One of the big things is going to be that creaminess.
Yeah.
And Kumar's gone with the cashew nuts. Andrew hasn't.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the difference between 2 dishes?
Andrew, you got 3 steps to go. Yep. Are you ready?
Yes,
for the
I am.
next one? So what have you got there, Andrew?
Fish sauce.
And what's
Add
that
some
for?
salt to the dish.
Kumar, step number 7.
Oh.
Oh, sure. Yeah, just copying me.
I'm getting a sense that both of you have got the building blocks for this curry, and now there's some fine adjustment.
Yeah.
Would that be right?
Yep.
Andrew, where are you at? What's going through your mind?
I've only got one more ingredient to go.
It's a bit weird. Andrew's got 8 steps to fix his curry, and he's not going to use them all. I think he's jumped the gun. I can't see any peanuts or potatoes in that dish.
I'm astounded. I would never believe that you would leave out an ingredient by choice. I'm going to use all 8 steps. I need 8 steps. I need more steps.
Andrew, are you ready for your 7th step?
Gotta have to be.
Andrew, limes?
I just want this to simmer down as much as possible, and I just want to add the lime juice right at the end, just to get the right balance.
I'm not entirely happy with the sourness of the curry. I am regretting my decision to use lime, but I know I have got one more ingredient to use, so I do have a chance of making amends and doing something to rectify it.
We are at that point. Stay in the competition or leave for good. Kumar, are you ready for your final step?
Yes.
Are you confident that you've got an authentic Massaman curry?
I know I've got to put something else in it, and it's not gelling. I have to have a close look at things.
He's been so cool, calm and collected up until now, and this last step's pretty important, so I'm hoping he gets the right thing.
I've decided to adjust the sourness, and I look at the tomatoes, I look at the lemons, decide against them, and I see the jar of tamarind paste, and I pick it up.
Ooh.
But I've already used a souring agent. I've used lime, and I know it's not quite right. I'm thrown, I'm confused, and I know I've got to use something. I don't know what I'm going to use.
I'm just thinking, pick the coconut cream, pick the coconut cream.
Turmoil inside. My stomach's churning. I really have to make the right decision, and I can't. I really don't know what I should do.
What's going on? He's obviously agonising over the last time. He's waiting for the muse to strike him.
I think what he's waiting for is a message from God.
Time's ticking for Kumar. He's wasted about a minute and a half thinking about his ingredient. He needs to hurry up and get his last element in there and finish off this dish.
What's he doing?
I don't want to put a foot wrong. That worries me because I know then that it might cost me the whole challenge. I have to make a quick decision. It's coconut, isn't it?
It is the right decision. It's too late to add potatoes. To round out the flavours in his curry, I think he really needs coconut cream, so I think it's the right choice.
Oh, what the heck. I decide to play safe and I select the coconut cream. I go with this.
Tamarind for the sourness. Pineapple juice for me. Bit of sweetness I think he needs. You've added that coconut cream. A big smile spread across your face. Was that the right final step to make?
I think it was. It kind of mellowed the flavours and tied them all in together. I'm glad I did.
When I see Kumar being confused and a little bit flustered, till I realise elimination is riding on this challenge, I'm walking a very fine line here. I can't really afford to miss any ingredients.
Andrew, it's time for your last choice.
Sure. Andrew's decided to have an 8th step after all.
Initially, I wasn't going to use coconut cream. I was going to be happy with the outcome, but I needed something to lift the flavours a bit more, and I need to make the best damn curry I've ever made.
You're copying me now.
Yeah, you know, imitation's the biggest compliment you can get.
We're going to have two different curries here. You know, two different methods. They applied themselves completely differently. I can't wait to taste them.
It tastes really good. I'm very pleased with the texture and the taste, and I think I'm done. I'm really, really happy.
Kumar, that's it?
Yes.
My curry is vibrant and bright and really colourful, and it smells great and it tastes beautiful and spicy. It's a damn good curry.
Andrew, I hope you've made the best Massaman curry of your life. Your time's up. Well done.
It's such a close competition again. Both curries look quite good.
I actually think Andrew's has a better colour than Kumar's.
The truth's in the tasting, so it's hard to say for sure.
Well, Andrew, Kumar, your job's done. Nothing more to do. Now it's up to us, of course, to taste your dishes and decide which one we think is the best. Guys upstairs, I think it's time for you to come down, say your goodbyes, and of course wait and see who returns home.
Thanks.
It's always a bittersweet time when you leave one of these eliminations, because even though you're not the one going home, there is someone there who will be going home that you've become close to in the house.
Andrew, Kumar, please bring your dishes forward.
Gentlemen, you tackled that in two entirely different ways, and I think it's obvious when you see them side by side that they look different as well. Two Massaman curries, but are they? A Massaman curry, it has potatoes, peanuts, coconut cream.
Potato, that's the ingredient I've missed out on.
Andrew, do you normally put potatoes and peanuts in your Massaman curry? Did you forget?
Yeah, let's be truthful. Yeah, I did forget the potato. I feel terrible. If I added potato to my curry, it would just push me way ahead of Kumar. But I noticed Kumar's curry is looking very pale and almost porridgey. I'm hoping my curry is closer to a Massaman curry than his is.
See, Andrews, I noticed a distinct colour difference. I am concerned. It might be my very last time here.
Well, gentlemen, the question is here whether you've made your favourite Thai curry or whether or not you have made a Massaman curry. OK, Andrew, let's taste yours first. First up, the meat is a little bit dry. I don't think you've braised that as well as you could have.
It's quite a bright, vibrant dish, and you've reduced the sauce enough so the whole spices that were within the original, slightly dodgy Massaman curry come to the fore.
Kumar, let's taste yours.
Kumar, what's interesting about your dish, your use of pounded nuts. So while those nuts give creaminess, they also give a texture and not the smoothness that you expect to find in a Massaman curry.
There's a lovely acidity in there that almost cleanses your palate. I like that. Right balance of salt, which is great. And you can pick out the galangal versus the hotter taste of the ginger.
Andrew, Kumar, one thing's for certain, you have both immeasurably improved the dish that was set before you. So well done.
There were good and bad elements in both of your dishes. Andrew, a big, vibrant curry. Lots of chili heat, turmeric, gutsy flavours.
Kumar, your meat's far more tender than the extra cooking time you gave it. Also, your curry has got that creaminess that I'd look for in a Massaman. However, my real issue is that texture. There's a slightly squeaky texture from how you've processed both the onions and also the coriander root.
This is going to be a close one. It's going to be a tight decision and a difficult one for the judges.
Andrew, given the choice, your curry was the one that I'd like to eat.
I really liked your curry too. But Kumar's was the curry that I'd like to eat. That leaves us with a challenge. We have to decide which one of you's done the best job.
There were good and bad elements in both of your dishes. Our job was to decide which one we liked the best. Andrew, given the choice, your curry was the one that I'd like to eat.
I really liked your curry too, but Kumar's was the curry that I'd like to eat. In those situations, we go back to the essence of what the challenge is about. Fixing that dish, making a great Massaman curry. Only one of you achieved the creaminess and slight oiliness that we look for in a Massaman curry. And only one of you cooked the meat the way we want it to be cooked. And on that basis, we deem the best dish made today is Kumar's. Kumar, that means you're safe in the competition. Andrew, I'm sorry to say, you're out.
Sure. Expect an invite in the next couple of years when I open up my own bistro, OK?
We'll be down there.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure to have worked with you and met you.
I just feel proud that I've cooked with someone like Kumar, who was a friend in the house. I wouldn't want to cook against someone that I didn't respect.
It's okay, man. Okay.
Because I'd feel that they don't deserve to be there, but Kumar does.
Hopefully we'll meet again. If
Oh,
you
we will.
want a
we will.
kitchen hand?
Sure, why
Just
Andrew, we've loved having this gentle soul in our midst.
You're one scary dude.
It's awesome, so really well done.
We've also loved seeing that true grit you brought to challenges. We're sad to see you go, but now's the time. Goodbye, and thank you for everything.
Nice. Thanks. No one likes losing.
Thank you.
But I've achieved so much.
Andrew, take care. Thank you, man. You're the best. In touch.
There's a real sense of loss. I'm going, but I don't regret it. To regret something is a mistake, and this has not been a mistake for me.
The hardest thing about being eliminated is not being able to say goodbye to your friends in the house. There's a lot of people I'd like to say goodbye to, just can't do it. It's not the end of a road for me, it's a definite speed bump. I'm not giving up my dream, I'm going to continue my dream of cooking. I've got a great list of contacts now, a great list of people that I can fall back on. And hey, MasterChef hasn't ended my career in cooking, it's actually started it.
Visually, they were very different results too.
It's not like they had stuff that looked really similar and you're like, oh, you know it's going to come down to. It's one of them, I think, has either got it and one of them doesn't. But without tasting it, it's really hard to pick it.
They're pretty evenly matched as far as eliminations are concerned.
I think whoever doesn't come home now, pretty much from now on, it's going to be disappointing, isn't it?
Shannon and Andrew are pretty good friends in the house. So I was a bit worried for her.
I hear some pitter-patter of footsteps coming down the stairs and I have no idea who it is. I'm thrilled to have Kumar back in the house, but it's I'm just mortified that Andrew's not back.
It's the Cuminator. He's back. 4 eliminations and he's slayed all 4, so he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Gary liked Andrew's and Matt liked mine. But ultimately, they had to go with the ingredients that were actually used.
I'm really happy to see Kumar. But you can't help but also feel disappointed for Andrew because I know he equally wanted to be in the competition.
I'm very proud of myself. MasterChef's given me the fire to keep pursuing what I want.
I'm disappointed to be eliminated, but I get to go home and see my wife. It's a really happy reunion. Next thing I have to do is get my skills up as a cook, get real experience, and then hopefully maybe 2-3 years, I'll be sending out invites to George, Gary and Matt to come to my opening night at my restaurant.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia, it's Masterclass.
That smells incredible.
Gary serves up a taste of South India.
So what I'm going to make is a simple fish curry.
Guest chef Frank Sheck from China Doll.
Can you smell the flavours coming through now?
Demystifies 2 classic duck dishes.
The Peking duck and duck Sancho bao.
Yummy.
Matt Moran has some hot tips on cooking crab.
Whenever I go overseas to Singapore, I always order this.
And for dessert...
Anyone hungry?
Yeah.
George turns frozen and canned into something special.
Oh, look at that, George. Yum.
Then, on Sunday night...
We start with a super invention test.
An invention test.
What?
With a twist.
Everyone is really confused. What is going on?
The judges have got us again.